latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020. Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And boy, things sure changed on us as the storm system that brought us, yes, record-setting rainfall yesterday of 0.15 of an inch. As those clouds moved out today, the wind really picked up as we looked down at Rocky Reach Dam, and a different look from our Omi Garden Sky-Fi Tower camera. You can see the long shadows, and we had plenty of wind out there this afternoon. A lot cooler than normal too, and that trend, unfortunately, I know a lot of you would like to see more 60s and maybe even mid-60s, but we're pretty much stuck right now in a cool trend. Here is the forecast, at least for now, for next week. Temperatures in blue, that means below normal, and we'll see that next week for the most part. Precipitation above normal precip on the right side of your screen is in green, and yes, we will see plenty of that next week as well. So it looks like this weather trend that we're in right now will continue next week, and we'll have all your weekend weather details coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Crews began work on clearing snow on State Route 20 North Cascades Highway on Monday, and an assault over an electronic smoking device or e-cigarette Tuesday at Washington Park in Wenatchee has police officers searching for a suspect. But first, we begin tonight. Police in the Moses Lake area say they are keeping an eye out for distracted drivers over the next few weeks. The Moses Lake Police Department is running extra patrols for distracted drivers who may be on their phones on the roadway. Accidents caused by phone use while driving are significantly more expensive, according to police, and tickets for a first-time violation starts at $136. Cell phone use is highest among drivers ages 16 to 24. The distracted driving law took effect in Washington State in January, banning cell phones, tablets, laptops, or other electronics use while driving. According to the law, behaviors such as grooming, smoking, eating, or reading would also result in a $99 ticket if the driver is pulled over for another offense. Washington State Patrol Trooper Brian Moore says distracted driving is a leading cause of death in Washington State.
What this new law does is actually prevents you from holding that in your hands at all. It needs to be mounted in the window, in a cup holder, but this law actually prevents you from holding those. Under the old law, the violations weren't reported to your insurance company. Under this law, they are reported to your insurance companies. Right now, distracted driving is a leading cause of teen fatalities across the nation. It's a leading cause of fatalities even in Washington State. Washington State has seen a 30% increase in traffic fatalities from distracted driving. So this law helps law enforcement enforce that a little bit more.
Crews began work on clearing State Route 20 North Cascades Highway from the east side closure gate on Monday. With soft snow, the Washington Department of Transportation joked today on their Facebook page that crews were able to use some of their, quote, lighter weight equipment in this photo. The Department of Transportation has cleared roadways up to the first avalanche chutes within Cutthroat Ridge, and they've spent the week clearing debris from drainage ditches. There's no opening date planned yet, but according to officials, they are making good progress. The area is closed off to recreational use Monday through Thursday. Well, an assault over an electronic smoking device or e-cigarette Tuesday at Washington Park in Wenatchee has police officers searching for a suspect. Captain Edgar Reinfeld with the Wenatchee Police Department explains what happened.
9 o'clock in the morning on the 10th of April, a young male from the city here went to sell a vaping device. It was worth a couple $100 after he had posted an ad online. And some folks met him there at Washington Park and ultimately assaulted him and took the vaping pen and damaged his glasses. Through the investigation, we've been unable to identify a suspect except to say it's another 18 to 19-year-old male who's believed to be from this area, and we're still trying to identify a suspect through an associate, girlfriend or female friend of that suspect. effect. Additionally, there is a real question as to who owns the vaping pen in the beginning and who it should be sold to or by, so this one's still open. There is no threat to the community in any way, as this is believed to be an isolated incident, basically fighting over the ownership of this device that, again, is worth a couple $100.
Vape pens are electronic smoking devices that burn oil instead of tobacco and are a popular alternative to cigarettes. Well, an iconic springtime trail in the Methow is being considered for adoption by the U.S. Forest Service. The Buck Mountain Trail is known by bikers, horseback riders, and trail runners as an experience with breathtaking views and wildflowers. But the trail is not currently considered a National Forest System trail. That could change as the Forest Service is seeking input on a proposal to adopt and make improvements to the trail. Just north of Winthrop, the trail improvements would increase substantially and minimize impacts of visitor use, that according to the Forest Service. Specifically, 5 miles of trail work to reconstruct a portion of an old horse trail that's proposed, with work slated for this summer if approved. Comments will be accepted until May 2nd. Coming up next, giving women the right to vote in this country is the topic of Victorious this Sunday afternoon at the Snowy Owl Theater in Leavenworth. And we'll give you a rundown on all the things to do this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
My story starts out with, I was addicted to meth for over 25 years, and I decided that's it. That I was no longer ever going to touch the drug ever again. Goodwill was the first place that I came to. The skills that are given to me, I will be able to succeed every day that I'm there. So that gave me the confidence that I can do this job. When you donate to Goodwill, you're helping people just like me. I love my work. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Hi there, my name's Patrick and I'm the branch manager here at New American Funding. Applying for a home loan is an exciting time. You may have a lot of questions about how to meet your home loan goals, the loan process, or your borrowing options. We're here to help. We do things differently here at New American Funding. Not only do we have an array of loan products and a team of specialists to support you, but we get to know you personally. We want to earn your trust and business for life. So stop by our Wenatchee or Chelan office or give us a call today.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
Welcome back. In other news, the long struggle that eventually led to the 19th Amendment giving women the right to vote in this country is the topic of Victorious this Sunday afternoon at the Snowy Owl Theater in Leavenworth. NCW Life's Dan Kuntz has more.
Victorious is the third annual production of the troupe that refers to themselves as Dangerous Women, who have been bringing women's history to life on stage. The all-female cast includes actors, musicians, artists, and dancers in what creative director Rona Barron calls a non-traditional show.
And actually, I believe that this is not being done anywhere else in America. So there are some history presentations, but typically they're written by a person or a group of people, and then the show is cast. In this case, many of our characters and our actors and painters and what have you bring their own work, and we incorporate that into the show. So for instance, Sally Singer, my good friend, is coming up from Walla Walla. She's a fabulous cellist, and she is portraying the dark night of the soul on cello. And Becky Fishburne, who used to run Tall Timber, is rapping. Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Susan Butrell is our women's historian again. She has written and is portraying Susan B. Anthony. Mandy Wickline is back. She's a drama coach at Cascade, and she's portraying Alice Paul. Martha Flores is not an actress, but she's a poet and a painter. She's in the show.
Victorious will be performed only once at 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon, and after the conclusion of the performance, audience members are encouraged to ask questions of the cast while they remain in character. Ticket reservations are recommended and are available online at icicle.org. For NCW Life News, I'm Dan Kuntz.
Thank you, Dan. With plenty on tap for this weekend in North Central Washington, here's NCW Life's Megan McPherson with your weekend events wrap.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. The Leavenworth Film Festival takes place Friday, April 13th and Saturday, April 14th at the Leavenworth Fest Hall. This festival showcases the best recent short films with a focus on outdoor pursuits and the natural world. Come see these great films and intermission performances while enjoying your beverage of choice. Grab your tickets at leavenworthfilmfestival.org. The 19th annual North Central Washington Prospectors Gold Treasure and More Show is happening Saturday, April 14th to Sunday, April 15th at the Chelan County Expo Center in Cashmere. There will be gold and silver jewelry, dredge equipment, door prizes, metal detectors, rockhound and prospecting supplies, gems and minerals, lessons on how to pan for gold, gold pay dirt, raffle prizes, sluice boxes, rocks, and a coin dealer. There will also be a haystack hunt for kids and a metal detecting hunt. Admission is $5 with kids 12 and under free, and food concessions will be available. The public is invited to the 3rd annual Spring Opener Show and Shine Car and Cycle Show at Hot Rods Espresso at the Airstream Trailer in the west parking lot of Pybus Market this Saturday. You'll enjoy a wide range of new and vintage cars, motorcycles, and muscle cars. The show starts at 10 a.m. and awards will be announced at 3 p.m. Hot Rods Espresso will have a full selection of food for purchase for breakfast and lunch. This free event is family friendly and there will be drawings every hour. Also this Saturday is the 2018 MS Walk at Walla Walla Point Park. Team up with friends, loved ones, and co-workers to change the world for everyone affected by MS. The ceremony starts at noon with the walk kicking off at 1 p.m. And finally, the Wenatchee Valley Symphony Orchestra presents POP's American Masters. American Masters will highlight some of the masterworks by American composers. It's happening at the Numerica Performing Arts Center this Saturday at 7. For more information on this weekend's events, visit ncwlife.com.
You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update with Eric Granstrom and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come right here on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley. Christian Shaman here with Bay Equity Home Loans.
Make your dream of building your own home a reality today. Bay Equity Home Loans has teamed up with Real Homes to make building your new home a smooth process. Bay Equity Home Loans of Wenatchee offers new construction loans, FHA 3.5% down, and VA 100% construction loans.
Stop on by or give us a call today.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Thursday. First of all, thanks to the Apple Blossom Festival for this very nice shirt. Thank you, Darcy and gang at the Apple Blossom Festival office. Let's get to sports news here for a Thursday. The Wenatchee Wild and Prince George Spruce Kings have emerged as conference champions and will square off in a best-of-7 series for the BCHL's top prize, the Fred Page Cup. Wenatchee crossed over to the BCHL Interior Division this season after playing the last couple of seasons in the Mainland Division. The Wild path to the final included series wins, 4-0 over Merritt, 4-2 over Vernon, and most recently 4-1 over Trail. Wenatchee finished the regular season with a record of 37-16-4-1. That's good for third place in the Interior Division, but would have been good enough for first in either of the other two. Wenatchee featured the league's most prolific offense, scoring 241 goals, Also the least penalized team in the division. Prince George Spruce Kings won the mainland division title, regular season that is, then battled through two hard-fought 7-game series with Chilliwack and Surrey before getting through the Island Division champion Powell River Kings in 5 games to advance to the finals to take on the Wenatchee Wild. Now, last year, the Wild and Spruce Kings met in the mainland division semifinals. Wenatchee took that in 6 games. The teams met twice this season, with the home team winning each time. Wenatchee enters the series with an 8-0 playoff record at home here in Wenatchee, and including last year's playoffs, are 11-0 all-time against Prince George at the Town Toyota Center. BCHL Fred Cup final opens with Fred Page Cup. I got to get that right. Games 1 and 2 here in Wenatchee tomorrow and Saturday. By the way, Arch Ecker will be Dan's guest tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with a big preview. Here's what's on tap for the sports schedule for today. First, baseball. It's a windy one this afternoon. Going to be some balls probably flying out of the park. Cascade on the road at Warden. Meanwhile, Manson hosting Oroville. Softball, just 1 game on the slate today. Cashmere playing host to Cascade. There are a trio of soccer matches in the area today. Cascade hosting Chelan, Okanagan playing at Cashmere, and Manson hosting Oroville. Tennis courts today. Boy, playing tennis outdoors would be interesting. Eastmont traveling to Eisenhower. The rest starts, let's see, Chelan's at Omak. Cascade hosts Cashmere. Liberty Bell at Entiat. Also in golf today, Cascade earlier were up in Chelan with a 2:30 tee time. For those who just have the Jones and to watch some hockey and can't wait for the Wild's Game 1 with Prince George tomorrow night, we've got you covered. It is hockey night tonight here on the NCW Life Channel. We'll air Game 4 of the BCHL Interior Division Championship between Wenatchee and Trail. All starts at 7 o'clock. We're back on the pitch tomorrow at Eastmont, where the first place Wildcats will battle Moses Lake live at 7. Then on Saturday, it's Wenatchee Boys Lacrosse. The Thunder hosts North Central at 2. The deciding Game 5 of that playoff series between Wenatchee and Trail will air Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Kyle Seager's 2-out, 2-run home run broke a 2-2 tie. The Mariners held on to beat Kansas City. And we got the scoreboard right that time. Kansas City 4-2 yesterday at Kauffman Field. Seager drove in 3 of Seattle's 4 runs on the afternoon. They got a quality start from James Paxton on the mound. Big Maple went 6 innings, logged 2 runs on 6 hits. He struck out 10. Juan Nicasio worked the 8th for his first win. Edwin Diaz shut out the Royals in the 9th for his 4th save. Seattle finished that road trip 4-3. Not too bad. They're back home tomorrow to begin a 3-game weekend series against the Oakland A's at Safeco Field. First pitch tomorrow night at 7:10. Don't forget, hockey tonight. It is Game 4 of the series between Wenatchee and Trail. Be sure and watch it starting all at 7 o'clock here on the NCW Life Channel during hockey night. That's the sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Time now for our weekly Pet of the Week feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Here's NCW Life's Megan McPherson with this week's pet.
Megan McPherson here with the NCW Life Channel, and we're here with Renee Parkins, the Development Officer of the Wenatchee Humane Society.
Thanks for having me, Megan. We're here today with Officer Tanya Browning from our Animal Care and Control side. We're here because she is the Bunny Whisperer, so she's going to help us introduce the Pet of the Week this week, but also because it's Animal Care and Control Appreciation Week. So, Tanya, thanks so much for being here with us, and thank you for all that you guys do over there on the Animal Care and Control side.
All right, and we are also here with Lily, correct?
Yes, ma'am, this is Lily. Little backstory behind Lily is she was actually brought into the shelter by a very nice citizen who had caught her and her sister running loose. They were born near her house, and she was able to catch them and brought them in so that we can try to get them a good home and get them off the streets and get them in and be taken care of properly. The safest place for bunnies inside your home and not outside where the predators can get to them. The heat, the cold here in this valley is extreme. So the best place and the safest place is inside your home. Lily is, she's a little shy, but she is more the calm between herself and her sister's name is Holly. She's a little bit more socialized. She doesn't squirm as much, but you got to remember she has lived her whole entire little life of about 5 months old out on the streets in the grass and stuff with no human socialization. So as you see, she's gotten really good, calm, patience, taking your time, not overhandling. You got to remember these guys are prey animals, so they are used to being ground dwellers. They don't need to be handled and held all the time. They don't really enjoy that. Get on the floor with them. Take your time to sit down with them on their level. They'll appreciate it more, and you'll appreciate it because their little personalities will open up to you. Sometimes it could take a couple weeks. Sometimes it could take 6 months, but the joy is immense. I have 2 of my own bunnies at home. One is 10 years old. The other one is just about 7 months old now, but I've had them for many years.
Right. And Renee, what's the process of adopting Lily?
So with bunnies, we ask, the process is virtually the same, but we do ask when you do come in that you get some information from the front desk about bringing a bunny into your home. It's a different process than bringing a cat or a dog. They're just a little bit different, and so we ask that you check that information out prior to coming to pick up a bunny. There's also a website. It's www.rabbit.org that has great information on it, but we just ask that you really check into it because it is a little bit different. Once you've made that decision, though, you just come down, meet the animal, make sure it's an animal that is going to fit into your family, and then you can go through the adoption process.
Yeah, we do provide pamphlets so that the person who's possibly thinking about adopting, they're more than welcome to come down, browse over it, get copies of it. You can even adopt and then wait until the next day to come and pick them up, so you can go home and have everything ready. Tells you what kind of food we use, the hay, proper feeding, everything, housing, how to make your own bunny areas that are much cheaper than having to buy a regular cage for $80 or more. So a lot of great information is provided first. And that way you can see, I mean, sometimes people don't realize with the proper care, they can live 10 to 14 years easily. They're not a starter pet. They're not great for children. They're not like everybody thinks they are for Easter and everything. They're a little more complicated, but it's not that much harder, and the joy is well worth it.
Please come visit them, and if you're thinking about adding a bunny, do your research and then come down and pick one up.
Or you can always call and talk to me. I'm Officer Browning anytime that I'm here, and they'll leave a message for me. I will call you, email you, whatever you need.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
We'll be back with the recap of some of our top stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, 'cause you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake an XL NY pizza, topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8.99. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Lake Wenatchee YMCA camp programs focus on our 4 core values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. Make this summer's memories last a lifetime. Pick your theme week today with a wide variety of safe and engaging activities. Lake Wenatchee YMCA camp is the ultimate summer fun in the sun camp for children, teens, and families. Reserve your child's week today.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Recapping our top stories tonight, an assault over an electronic smoking device or e-cigarette Tuesday at Washington Park in Wenatchee has police officers searching for a suspect. Captain Edgar Reinfeld with the Wenatchee Police Department explains what happened.
About 9 o'clock in the morning on the 10th of April, a young male from the city here went to sell a vaping device. It was worth a couple $100s after he had posted an ad online. And some folks met him there at Washington Park and ultimately assaulted him and took the vaping pen and damaged his glasses. Through the investigation, we've been unable to identify a suspect, except to say it's another 18 to 19-year-old male who's believed to be from this area, and we're still trying to identify a suspect through an associate, girlfriend or female friend of that suspect. Additionally, there is a real question as to who owns the vaping pen in the beginning and who it should be sold to or by, so this one's still open. There is no threat to the community in any way, as this is believed to be an isolated incident, basically fighting over the ownership of this device that, again, is worth a couple $100.
Vape pens are electronic smoking devices that burn oil instead of tobacco and are a popular alternative to cigarettes. An iconic springtime trail in the Met Howe is being considered for adoption by the U.S. Forest Service. The Buck Mountain Trail is known by bikers, horseback riders, and trail runners as an experience with breathtaking views and wildflowers. However, the trail is not currently considered a National Forest System trail. That could change, though, as the Forest System is seeking input on a proposal to adopt and make improvements to the trail. That's just north of Winthrop. The trail improvements would increase substantially and minimize impacts of visitor use, that according to the Forest Service. Specifically, 5 miles of trail work to reconstruct a portion of an old horse trail is proposed, with work slated this summer if approved. Comments will be accepted until May 2nd. Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to those details, let's take a quick look outside our weather window where we saw some clear skies this afternoon and very windy conditions as we've kind of flipped our Omi Gardens camera around to show you Rocky Reach Dam looking up the Columbia River. And we are just seeing some high clouds now, but still plenty of wind out there. And believe it or not, we set a rainfall record yesterday, picking up 0.15 of an inch, which broke our old record of 1/10 of an inch set back in 1992. Boy, hard to believe. What we're seeing, though, is a weather trough of low pressure. Did bring some light rain and mountain snow across the inland northwest this morning. That was mainly over eastern Washington. As the weather system moved off to the east, we saw some windy conditions develop with sustained winds of around 25 miles an hour and gusts of up to 33 miles an hour here in the Wenatchee area. And if you take a look at our satellite loop right now, you can see the isobar. Those are the lines on our map. They're very tightly packed and close together. That's where you will always see the windiest conditions. So that's why we've been seeing those winds here today. Periods of showers will redevelop on Friday. Another wet front bringing valley rain and mountain snow will also arrive on Sunday. We have a 50% chance of rain tomorrow and a 50% chance of rain on Sunday. Temperatures will remain generally cooler than normal through the rest of the week and weekend, with highs generally in the upper 50s. Let's take a look at your forecast now. And overnight tonight, we will see a mild overnight low of 35 degrees. I guess that's a little cooler than normal. 57 your high tomorrow and a 50% chance of rain, all the way up to 60 for Saturday. We'll see a low of 42 then, mostly cloudy on Sunday to end our weekend. Another 50% chance of shower activity, 39 our overnight low on Sunday. As we move into Monday and our next work week, we will see high pressure then move in, partly cloudy and dry for Monday and 56. And that will begin a slow warm up into Tuesday and Wednesday, mostly sunny for Tuesday and 57. And by Wednesday next week, partly cloudy skies, warmer temperatures with highs near 60. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with your host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV set free. Enjoy the extra value LocalTel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCW Life, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
Are you wanting high-speed internet but don't have access to PUD fiber? Try Sky-Fi high-speed wireless internet from LocalTel. Call 888-8888 today.